time permits, we go look at other areas then. But before we come look at then thing, then there plenty things happen at Parliament. We don't make Parliament subject of discussion at plenty public forums then now. We get for do with the chanting during when the first lady be the entire things that will happen during the thing then the Honorable Alpha, I go start with you. The things that will happen at Parliament before President be speech, how you can describe them as opposition member at Parliament?
Thank you so much, Musa. On that day, lots of things that happen. Interesting thing then. I know say you mentioned things then we make Parliament a subject of discussion that morning day na boku social media platforms. One of which perhaps you refer to na some chanting we been happen when the first lady be taken inside. We na a song basically we then sing at the Well of Parliament, we then they call cocos. Honestly, I not be one for like comment on the subject there because chanting then I think we come on at the Well of Parliament, but it seemed to me as if the chanting of Kokoros or the song Kokoros na SLPP the new anthem because we see during the national convention then chant Kokoros na the stage and we see the president they dance onto the music and the vice president and host of others na the stage na the convention. So if then they dance to that music, so if we already that kind chant in a parliament again, we will think say maybe this nice people the new chant since then perhaps they not get anthem like APC we get the victory song.
You did a Parliament study.
I've been in a parliament, yes.
It's still not clear. Allegation counter allegation saying that APC then be the same Kokoros, some say na SLPP. From your perspective, that be the same Kokoros.
Yeah, so again, that brings me to a point where they say, yeah, we don't see the first lady don't come out on EU social media platform. I mean, the official social media handles. It say, and I think where them don't orchestrate that in party, so internal party politics, basically, in the play now. It say now, it point out Prince Hardy, you know, the former chairman of the SLPP, say now orchestrate this, and if you don't know, I mean, don't tell her. I mean, it didn't social media platform. I believe so you go down see her, and many others go down see her. And so again, but me not feel say really that an issue because chanting at the Well of Parliament and singing. Now come on, thing. We don't see all presidents starting from Sheikh Stevens don't go through their songs and chantings and then at the Well of Parliament. So why make issue out of this one? I really don't understand. I remember vividly last Parliament. That at the fifth parliament, then sing by the president, the current president, President Bio, because he talks on talk then we know consistent to waiting they happen. And so I remember then sing say the party lie, the pana pamolai, the panorama to lie, and things like that. But it was all fun. People then laugh, even in the president laugh. Okay. And we just see that over and over again. I remember last year, now be my first time for attend because me na first time NP. The first lady self with the throw chance at we last year where we go by the state opening, the APC I mean. And so this really not for be the issue. Okay. The issue I think for be the fact say the first lady refused for stand up for the president where they can inside for join the standing ovation where is supposed for do where everybody else do not well, but for some reason he refused for stand, and we see also a kind of social media. It is say it not ever stand for the president where they come, yeah, inside the well that it reference the past 7 or 8 state opening then we don't attend, but again we don't see videos them we don't pop out. And the show say is stand up on previous parliamentary state opening there. Where I think say the first lady owe the people of this country an apology for mislead the people and for tell them say blunt him up for the standing ovation with the president when I husband the kind inside, and then we don't see videos of several at least I don't see at least videos of 2 state openings where he stand up with the president they can inside.
You said it's not an issue, but you don't already turn the issue. What he make it think this chanting different from the other year chanting?
Yeah, so I just think saying that people in the try for spinam, defenders of First Lady, and it has to do with internal party politics. So perhaps the defenders of Madam First Lady want to use this for spin the rhetoric inside the party and make First Lady a victim for making gain sympathy and for making get more support, because as the way how we see things, it seems as if it lost the grip within the SLPP.
Okay. Honorable Alpha Jallo, continue for the with we, where they represent the All People's Congress Party in the Parliament. We come to you, Honorable Tamba Johnny from the SLPP Party. Same on the issue of chanting. We see what happened during the state opening of Parliament, and there has been accusation and counter accusation from both the opposition bench as well as the ruling bench. You they represent the SLPP Party. One, what exactly happened on that day in the Well of Parliament on the arrival of the First Lady?
Thank you very much, Famule, and for this question. On that fateful day, when me arrived at Parliament, I came a little bit late, so I've been there for go use the gent done at the deputy leader of government business when Honorable Bashir Siddiq in office, and anybody who familiar with that parliamentary setup, it did not see a dong that they in office day. So by the time we meet the kind side now, I meet the president don't start the first paragraph of his speech. So I not been there when all then the we then see unfold. You don't understand. So for make I able for give comprehensive analysis as to then sing, they not sing, eating up, they not in up. If I say anything na possibly you are saying
Okay.
we're not gonna be tenable. You don't understand. But I can now admit now president don't start his speech.
Okay, you not witness the scene according to you, but again, is it a kind of normal routine for you don't see videos of the chanting and the songs and way at that time with the alleged say MPs and sing? Is it not a normal routine for when dignitaries they enter for do that kind of chanting a day?
It go interesting for no say me na one of the few characters we share the attribute of Peter Dudley. Me are not social media friendly. You don't understand.
So you not see any of video of such?
Why I say I'm not social media friendly? If for now go Facebook, I define I'm very difficult. I not even get account. You don't understand? It go interesting for you know. Me now waiting somebody send a WhatsApp. You don't understand? We send something a WhatsApp. You send them. Now that one day are they able for interpret. You don't understand? And the WhatsApp group the way me day, I not see something of that nature. So I'm not able for react on waiting they say. Now like I go just hearing no more somebody just now then half grumble no more on WhatsApp saying na so it happen, not to so it happen. So but until we get waiting them corner where parliament the hazard where you want forget anything will be non pass, you can able go there. So I go since this done they are myself done hearing now for my brother this question. I will go to the hazard now and try for see how I will able for follow up the information and allow watch out for myself. And as you say, the code I don't explain within a digital world now today, people can go now themselves able for check and let them make the judgment for themselves. You don't understand? And then be able for make a valid judgment.
Okay. In name now Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, Member of Parliament from Kono, they represent the SLPP party. And today we look at the president's speech now, the state opening way up on Thursday. But we will look at the side comments them or things them way up on Parliament, and the honorables then don't get their own take on what exactly happen. We no go with them. We go start to look at the president's speech, and we start with the big 5 game changers. Then we get for do with agriculture, get for do with book learning, and other areas. Then. And we start with the agricultural sector. The president make a lot of speech or talk them around what in government don't achieve in the agricultural sector. And one pandemic now that the rice production grew by 8%, we cut down import by 13% and save salon $15 million in foreign exchange. And the price of rice, according to the president, is already reduced by 20%. We don't give families their relief. Honorable from the All People's Congress APC party within a parliament and with the common form Falaba district. These are the president's statement and what he said and don't achieve in the fit salon. What do you make up of that and what do you take?
Honestly, after we get spare some time for look briefly on the president's statement and reflecting on it, I really like I discovered that there is so much disconnect between within the president they say and within the reality and the ground. So you they see you they wonder like when they read the statement. I mean the statements are beautiful and all of this. So you they wonder if Nasalon really the president they talk about. For example, okay, it is say this 13% reduction on the rice and imports and all of that. Okay, you may in the kind of insinuate as if na the increase in production na the country na the local rice na it make the import drop, but somebody can also say na as a result of the increase in tax for imported rice will be passed in parliament 2024 and 2024 finance act we talk that 10 day and tell the government say there no need for increase the tax on rice, imported rice for support feed salon because feed salon now don't come into effect it. Because if they do that, we argue say it will kill the people then before they feed them. And so we can argue say, or if me want, I will argue say, this may be the reason. We no go. It's a tenable reason we go say now that make the price the imported the percentage of imported rice fall. But we dey look generally into within the presidency and waiting if they do or waiting the government they do on agriculture. You know, recently they bring in a supplementary budget at the well of parliament. And in that supplementary budget, you they like wonder really if agriculture now government in flagship program. Because let me tell you what happened. You know, in that supplementary budget, government cut down, not to propose, then cut down because we don't already pass that supplementary budget, then cut down the budget for feed salon from 747 million new leons to 91 million new leons. You don't wonder, waiting at the reason for this cut. Why then go cut the proposed budget, the earlier budget, the original budget, from 747 million to just 91 million for the entire feed salon program. You they ask yourself if really government mean we didn't see feed salon na the flagship program. Where na the supplementary budget, the only thing like we they observe really where they increase na the allocation to the office of the president, where they increase over 220%. Yeah, initially the original budget where they been carried last year November, now 79 million new loans. Now have been the office of the budget of the office of the president. Now in this revised budget, now 255 million. So for they increase the president budget by 220%. And work out the percentage, we then decrease the budget on agriculture. So like you wonder, like they really mean this thing way then they say, they increase the president in budget from the vice president from 15 million to 19 million. They increase the office of the chief minister from 24 to 31 million new leons. These increases only happen like for you take notice of these offices like the office of the president, the office of the vice president, and the office of the chief minister. Like you even ask yourself, the office of the chief minister, why then the increase and allocate this amount of money to them where it not get they implement directly programs, it only they do coordination and supervisory roles. So you wonder like where to make them the cut money per agriculture and add them for the president for fly.
Now, okay, when you look at the president's speech, most of the things that we mentioned, like the feed salon, they get support from international partners, not domestically generated income. According to the president, they say they don't get over $800 million pledge. with over $205 million already committed to livestock, cassava, and rural roads, as you get from that report just now, the money we say they don't give. And you not think say government depend on international partners, not from the local budgets or the domestic revenue that they take and
government getting part for play in as much as they know they know and they're aware about the donor support. There is no way government they propose feed salon where they know feel say they will get support from international partners. Yeah, because if you look at last year and I do analysis of the budget for feed salon, where government is at 2.6 billion United States dollars. We are being questioned how they will get that money they and all. And so government allocation, means say if then they get donor support, government not for doing it. No. That is why, even though with all of the government's donor support where them in the project and all, they still budget over 700 million new loans. And but for make them can cut and down now, I mean, there is no explanation.
Okay. You mentioned earlier, say they reduced the Ministry of Agriculture budget from 700 million new loans to 91 million new loans, and you ask a question why. But when you look at other areas, then at the president in speech, you will see say they mention about certain money them whether they get from donor. Again, the same question where my colleague asked you earlier in terms of the donor support, where the ministry or government don't they get with regard the feed salon program. Una from the opposition bench, una not think say that alone help us save the country in terms of revenue?
Not at all. Like I say, like I make my point earlier, government get EU part for play. Like now, so these donor projects they operate, government get for come inside, yeah. And so now just look at for giving more perspective into this matter. Now look at the audit service salon do a performance audit on feed salon program, and this audit service report reveals say the sector not receive even up to 10% of the budget we government give them for 2023. Yeah, 2023, 2024. Yeah. So you they ask yourself, like, where is the sincerity of the government where they say agriculture na the flagship program or feed salon, yet then they cut the budget, and then even the one where they don't decide to allocate, to some extent you find out saying like 10%, they not even give up to 10% according to waiting the audit service performance audit reveal. Yeah, and then the audit also reveals say them buy tractors them, we not get spare parts then at the district, and we not even get spare parts in the country. If you look at the audit report, performance audit report, inside page 10, they talk about all of this. Yeah, and then after like 7 years of the BOL administration, we get a report. I mean, last year we get the one report will be in quote Naya, but this year again we get a report where the audit performance audit report quote when the Sierra Leone economic update report when World Bank na the one we tell we say 55% of Sierra Leoneans has food insufficiency and 48% are in crisis. I mean, we still get all of these numbers and these figures, and then we get these beautiful speeches. So you wonder really if now this country the president they talk about.
Continue for the with we in name Honorable Alpha Jallo from the opposition APC party in Parliament, where don't take we through the president in speech where he delivered this BNTM now the opening of the state opening of Parliament. Continue for the with we now the program we also get Honorable Simeon Johnny from the SLPP. Continue for the with we now the program when we come back to you, we can look more into the areas them now the president in speech. The program now Good Morning Salon, and inside the program now we go for this break.
See our last camp and this farming business. Now in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for.
But blow by your comping. But that's not frame pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't tape on this business, no they get better. And we just come they shine like a way.
Now That's true. They do well thing, but you not feel say, me sister them. Not so that will I get so that the way I dey manage me profit after I don't sell me farm market. Una they see me, I they shine by this farm business so.
Bosia, you get this fine secret. You not tell we you sister them.
Now I dey try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out buy so. You dey trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make am. Me now, I dey save. I dey cut me cut according to my size. For LP Pandis, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budgets, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Vocal Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
This not 10 for you,
10 for me,
10 for we all.
Yes, this is 10% instant cashback from AfriMoney.
Buy Elsa top up with AfriMoney from August 1st to August 10.
And get 10% instant cashback right now you AfriMoney wallet.
This not your airtime or data. Oh. This not 10% cashback right inside your AfriMoney wallet.
Buy any amount and the cashback go land on your phone top.
If you buy 500 leons, you will get 50 leons back.
You buy 1,000 leons, you will get 100 millions back.
No make person buy the Elsa top up for you.
Buy am for yourself, so you go get all the 10% back na your AfriMoney wallet.
Dial *161 *2 # for buy Elsa top up with AfriMoney.
This na 10 for you, 10 for me, 10 for we all. AfriMoney, quick and easy.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know.
Now the switch don't come so. Any side you day, you can now use the salon payment switch for send and receive money. It's easy, it's fast, and it's so reliable. Move your money anytime where you want. From one bank to the other, from your mobile money to your bank account, from your bank account to mobile account. I say the check no need for mature again. In order to take 3 days again for reflect. All just the happen one time. As you tap, it go just like that. Yeah, just like that. So pay somebody how you want. Pay salary easy one. Receive your lunch now. All on the salon payment switch. For able use the switch, go na bank or your mobile money agent for link your account to your NIN. So don't forget the switch they on. Now all the network and all the bank them.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and they can say from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM inside the program. We get Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, Member of Parliament, represents Kono people, they under the SLPP party, and also Honorable Alpha Jallo, they represent people of Falaba under the APC party. And today inside the program, they look at President Bill in speech now, the state opening of Parliament. Honorable Tamba Simeon from the SLPP, we look at President Bill in speech in the area of feed saloon. According to the president, rice production grew last year by 8%, and also exports or imports of rice reduced by 13%. We give saloon about $15 million or save saloon $15 million in foreign exchange. You be then at Parliament with presidents, they present this speech. And you come up from Kono district, from what in presidency and what in the exist in reality. What you go say about this speech and the thing that we presidency you don't achieve in the field salon?
Thank you very much. And I feel say the speech of the president now a confirmation of waiting the on ground where it comes to the issue of agriculture. Yeah, and you find out say at some point last year, rice been done almost go before the harvesting season. rice been almost go 900 and I think 960 leons, or we go say 960,000 leons, that whole leons. You don't understand? And if you watch her now today, the cost of imported rice, where now the one way everybody they go in for fast when now the palm boil, or when they call push hour, is now something like 620 leons. Then a testament for sure say a lot of effort don't be applied in agriculture, where the president they talk about. And I believe say WFP is a very credible world institution. And in terms of even the school feeding programs, and when we can get in disaster and other emergencies, we can depend on them for letting help we with food assistance. But we find out, say, from their own report, that 15% or so food now way than they procure. Now Sierra Leone, now the other way than they produce locally. Now this country. You know, the Feed Salon program, now a very ambitious program. We get a lot of things inside. You don't understand. Now, we'll be known that this country, where they do farming, one day we'll not be known do what them call soil mapping. Everybody go just grab no more. If you say because I see black dot in here, la go plow. You don't know whether this one is suitable for rice, for ginger, or for what have you. You don't understand. Under this Feed Salon program, today, we don't conduct the first soil survey. Now, if you go to the Ministry of Agriculture, you want for plant ginger, then go tell you, say, this part of the country, now they go plant ginger. If you want for do animal husbandry, because then elephant grass has a disease, so not to all the way good for cow or then rudimentary animals. Then go tell you, say, this part of the country where you go there, now there you feel say, if you do the rudimentary make it suitable. You don't understand. This now they also this for cassava. So when people begin to follow some of them farming practices, yeah, you find out, say, we don't see dividend, you don't understand, in that particular area. And we've been getting a lot of wastages. Imagine we now one of the major importers of exporter of gari to the sub-region. Usai the bulk of the gari they come on at this country, na Matrujon, and not to Matrujon per se. But beyond Matrujon, how rainy season like this, when them farmer them in the produce and the cassava term this, you don't understand this and they term this for cassava. When the farmer then they produce the gari, you find out say that they lost a lot. Now the John River. Under this Feed Salon project, today, if you go, you find out say when you reach now na Matru, you not go for float motoka again for load and inside boat. You can just get a smooth sail. You don't understand. Under this Feed Salon program with SCADEP, we get 5 ferry crossing where first 10 and then traditional ferry them in the pool. We do all these things, food them in the day. Now then Tampori, then Tambaka area. Then people not been the access the market. Okay. You don't understand. Gendema, people not been the access the market. Rainy season like this for cow then food stuff them. Okay. But when this connectivity take place, we find out say presently na the market, we see a lot of things na the market. So then they lead also to the reduction because when the goods are available enough, you don't understand, you not get option, but for put your own price on.
You make mention of then Kamakuya exists and then Tambaka exists. You in we are aware that place recently cut off.
Yeah, that the road of itself.
Yes.
You don't understand. But I tell you now, where you go Kamakwe, you don't understand, the Sela Limba area, we know them mainly now for like tobacco production and all the rest. But outside them they do intensive farming na beyond the Kaba Ferry area. Now they do a lot of farming. How them people them in the cow then goose them? Especially practical example now this Matrujon, why don't giso? You don't understand. Most of the goods them in the perish. Okay. And farmers are not being able to access the market. But because of this connectivity, you don't understand, and the intensive farming, Because you remember, not to government therefore go do plowing. Government don't come with machines.
Okay.
It don't put under the hands of private sectors. You don't understand? It don't put money na Bank of Sierra Leone for let you to go able for access a loan, for let go undertake farming. You don't understand? But how many of we they able for go? Now this thing, PC and Son, imagine who don't they in this country for decade years. Will not be ever no say now what you Sabino more than say lunge abas for 2-3 weeks, all things done well. But today, where you go na Lokomasama, you see PC and Son the investment to the extent they're able for attract over $10 million loan. Where then they export pepper, then they export other vegetables, then they export onion. All this now part of the fish salon project.
Okay, Honorable, you just listened to Honorable Jallo. He described the president's speech as one disconnect. Two, he mentioned that some of the things we captured at the president in speech under the feed salon program not seem for the reflect waiting to happen at the ground. When you talk about the president's speech in terms of rice, importation of rice reduction, talking of locally produced rice increase, and also you talk about egg and other things them. But one go say some of the things just not reflect to the ordinary man.
All right, you know they reflect. Me and you too. I believe say if you be known by rest December, you don't understand, or January last year, I know the rate at which you been bang. When I been 960 loans, when I almost 40 loans been left for let go 1,000. We all know the drastic reduction from 960 loans to 620 loans. You don't understand. If you be say we not be known the intensify we own local production. What's in agriculture? Now food availability. You don't understand.
The price of a bag of rice actually fair enough to the ordinary man based on his income, Annie?
No, but we now talk about the 10 way be there at 960 loan. You don't understand? To 620 loan. If you do the mathematics, you find out say we don't get close to 300 or so loans we don't reduce from that one day. If you be saying so you been the band then 10 in day, this is 360 loans. If you multiply by 10, 340 loan, if you multiply by 10, it don't give you 3,400 loan. Then if you now law say you now one serviceman, then they don't do for lay able for rent, you war room and pala na Eastern. You don't understand. And all today, now the rice importer na in pocket been the go. But this now this one they show say the fish salon project it work.
In summary, you agree with all waiting President BOC in fish salon?
Superlatively, yes.
What do you mean by superlatively?
For telling no more the emphatic expression of yes.
Okay. Continue for stay with me inside the program. Good morning, Salon. Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, Member of Parliament from Komon-Tok District. They represent the SLPP. So they will look at President Bio in speech at Parliament on the areas where he say in governments don't work and waiting they don't do they. We get Honorable Alpha Ajalo from Falaba District, they represent the APC, and also Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny of SLPP from Komon-Tok District. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, they go for break, we can continue for look at more issues.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you will transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that's we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, will send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for this enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion euros. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
I see the media, that's the way powerful.
Cybersecurity threats, then they happen, and then they happen every day, from phishing scam to bad software and data breach. Nobody not get 100% protection because they can attack anybody, any side, anytime.
So if your organization gets cyber incident or your system begin for behave like say somebody they run after her, no waste time or report 110 to the National Cybersecurity Coordination Center NC3 with team we get master sabi people there ready for answer quick one. Then go tap the attack quick one for make the damage no boku we go unbug your business and your customer them bambai.
Member say under Part 6, Section 53 from the Cybersecurity and Crime Act 2021. If you don't report cyber attack or where bad people sneak inside your system without your permission, now big criminal offense that we can make you pay boku money or you can even go jail. Report all cyber attack na www.nccc.gov.sl or you send email to reporting@nccc.gov.sl before it go late bambai.
The program now Good Morning Salon and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we take one part we headlines to get them also over the past year. The Anti-Corruption Commission done they ask government to command them for declare the asset as way for show transparency and accountability and the fight against corruption. For no other asset declaration here done they go. We reporter Usman Kamara been talked to the coordinator of operations and the Anti-Corruption Commission, Patrick Sandy, we confirm say 96% of government will command them don't declare their assets to ACC. He explained more to Usman Kamara inside this interview.
The mandate now that a need for oversee the activities of the other departments and at the commission, now like just a chief minister now overseeing other directorates or other directors in terms of what they do. And then if anybody they lag, I ensure say I boost them up so that it will be able to deliver on the mandate.
All right. Now, as you mentioned, say you all have overseen different departments then at the Anti-Corruption Commission, but don't look at the asset declaration where on pull out for government official or people really work in government. How far with that?
We don't make significant progress. One thing we get to understand is that the asset declaration is now 100% online, and we don't create the infrastructure or the platform whereby you go there anywhere you do declaration. We don't do a lot of, if you like, revolution or reforms. So last year, to be precise, been the declaration year 2024. So we opened the portal, and a lot of people do the declaration. We even don't put out what we call administrative sanctions, whereby we inform the MDAs then of those who not declare it by way of the default notice, and then them being compliant, then come in and then they don't do the declaration. So as we speak, by way of an update, I will say that we get 96% of compliance of the targeted individuals, because the asset declaration process will be done also reduce the declarants category. Initially, when it started, it did talk about all public officers, but with the amendment to the Act in 2019, a greater portion been there for amend the asset declaration regime in terms of, firstly, the category of declarants. So now we get those in grade 7 and above. But if you did below grade 7, but you did perform fiduciary responsibility or decision making, because sometimes the grades or levels vary in some sectors. Therefore, if you still did perform like a procurement officer, but you did a grade 4, you know, an account clerk or accountant or finance officer, but you did grade 3, depending on what grade you are in that institution, we ensure that you declare your assets. So so with those targeted people, we ensure say we write the MDA so far in the country, the HR then send the information to we, and those are the targeted individuals. So out of that list, now we don't get 96% of compliance. We still get 4% we know don't comply, called on the defaulters. That's in the region of about 666, I could recall. And that one way we talk about the 96% in excess of 16,000 people that we don't declare. So those we not declare, the provision in the Act, whereby we issued the default notice again to the MDAs, the heads, for tell them, say they not declare 14 days default notice. After that default notice, Then we dey go ahead for inform the accountant general, then therefore withhold your salary for a period of 1 month. If you know still declare 6 months, then you go be suspended from office. The only exemption are for those where the positions are established by Parliament, by the Constitution. Sorry.
Waiting at the position they are we established by Parliament. People then go on for no go explain it.
Yeah, that's what I am saying. By the Constitution, I just Parliament because like a case in point at the Parliament, because they get a 5-year tenure. So now through now declaring, say let the person left that office. So what you do, you institute another measure when at the civil intervention na court, for say that person did not declare and he still not declare, you can go that line. In fact, the cooperation from even parliamentarians and cabinet ministers is very high. I will tell you this year, as in the declaration year of 2024, has been the highest form of compliance we don't get.
All right. Now, let's look at the assets of InSafe. Where somebody did declare assets, waiting specifically if for declare for the benefit of listeners.
Firstly, declare what we talk in biodata. Then you also talk about in income, then how much they also get per annum. Then if they go further for state, if you don't get employment before the current employment now with the in. So it will also give you that history. Then we now come to in family, in spouse or spouses as the case may be. Then if you get picking below the age of 18, you also get for state that one. Then from there now, we begin for go into the assets themselves. You go mention the movable assets, you get vehicles, you get motorbikes, or you get any other like generator, big things that we movable. You mention that, and you state the property, the year of acquisition, and the mode, and the market value. That's all you state in the form, because it need for guide we for make an estimation of how much is the totality of the asset we will talk about. Then the immovable assets too. But this movable asset, we look at them from within or without. That means inside Sierra Leone or outside Sierra Leone, therefore state them. If you get a movable asset inside Leone. The same for the immovable assets. Immovable assets like land, like ores, and then a lot of other things where no movable. Those are the kinds of things most likely. Then you state them also the ones in Sierra Leone or outside of Sierra Leone. You state them. Then you also tell we other sources of income where you get outside of that work. So now I make, for instance, you use your NIN now for do the registration, or you use your NACID number. These are all unique numbers. What if you say now you know more sabi? Or later with the asset declaration generate number for you, like asset declaration form 003. You will not say that is only you, and then get all the other things. So it is really securitized.
All right. So lastly, the 4% of people we don't left any time frame don't they we don't give them.
Yes, basically waiting we don't do, we don't inform them, but I'm sure as we go along, then we'll come in for do the declaration, because nobody no go wish for let them withhold their salary.
That now the coordinator of operations that the Anti-Corruption Commission, Patrick Sunday, they talked to Usman Kamara inside an interview. Those I confirm say, but 96% of government workmen them don't declare their assets to the Anti-Corruption Commission. The program now Good Morning Salon, and the program they continue.
And we continue to look at more issues before counter with studio guests. Then we'll go say the Vice President, Dr. Mohammed Julda Jallo, say the oil and gas survey with Geopartners and Bureau Geophysical Prospecting Duna Salon Water. Now, part of government's commitment for begin invest in the oil and gas sector. They talk this way, then organization go present waiting come now the survey to the vice president on Sunday. Well, I've been the part of this and put this report together. This survey come after one agreement with government being signed inside December 2023 with Nigerian Oil and Gas Company, FA Oil Limited, for do oil and gas exploration. Now 6 offshore oil block them na the country. Part of the agreement that been for do survey and know the level of oil and gas that the block when they don't sign agreement for and give them license for do oil exploration. For sake of this, FA Oil Limited and the Petroleum Directorate Saloon being hired the service of GeoPartners Limited when a UK-based geological and geophysical oil survey service for do the survey, and this company being subcontract Bureau Geophysical Prospecting Company for do the survey June 6 this year. The survey will begin and end on August 2nd, 2025. For no waiting come out inside this survey for sake of the country oil and gas, make the Bureau Geophysical Prospecting BGP and GeoPartners be all briefing with the Vice President Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallo Sunday, August 10 this year. Jim Guland, now managing partners for GeoPartners.
Overall activity, about 48 days of work. We had some downtime, but it was an incredibly successful survey. Thanks to the BGP crew and everybody involved with the PDL sales support from onshore, it was a very, very successful survey in terms of acquisition expectations.
Jim Guland explained how they go about the survey.
So this is how we actually acquire the data. So what we do is we steam up and down on a pre-registered track, and each line is 750 meters apart. So we go up on the left-hand side, go north, and then we turned south of the Ghanaian border and came down the other side. And it's what we call a racetrack. We just go up and down, slowly moving across by 750 meters each time. So we have a regular view of the seabed as we go across. To tell you how, it's 25-meter cross-line density of our samples of the subsurface geology. So it's very, very high-resolution data. That's why we call it 3D. Now, what we do is we sample, literally provide a cross-section through the subsurface every 25 meters. But we'll have a very early volume to look at and to market and to attract interest in Sierra Leone with 6.
As they analyze the data now, make a turn to Fode Mansari, the Director General, Petroleum Directorate Saloon, and ask him waiting the early reports inside the survey they show, and when the final report they come out na do.
We expect 30 billion barrels of oil now we basin. In this specific area where every oil get, na 10 billion barrels of oil. Now at $60 a barrel on average, you can do the math at waiting and they mean for the economy. The economic value is immeasurable.
When would they see these results come out?
These results, they give you a fast track in 6 weeks, as Jim Golan, the CEO of GeoPartners, mentioned, but the full processing of them go happen within 8 to 12 months. So we on job now for make sure we fast track this processing, because we want target drilling activities in 2026. So the processing of this data, this seismic we did acquire, now going from we for drilling activities.
Within government makeup of this survey, the Vice President, Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallo.
From what you've presented and from previous discussions we have had with the leadership of the Petroleum Directorate, this is a very fine time, a very important moment in our journey for energy security. And from the presentation, you have signaled a lot of hope for that transition to take place. And we know that you've been around, like you said, for 61 days and did the survey successfully. And today, for us, that is a milestone in the opportunity that we want to unleash in the petroleum sector.
Vice President believes this survey show government commitment for opening the market for oil and gas exploration and partnership for boost the country economy.
And we believe that this signal the next round. After this, when the data is analyzed, I think the Petroleum Directorate is going to launch the next round of licensing system to allow exploration, to allow the analysis of the data. And we believe that this is very, very important. It is coming at a time when there's a lot of challenges in the world around revenue collection. Today, we are in the world wherein development aid is contracting. So there is now a pressure for African countries to look inward and to be able to generate their own resources. And we believe a survey like this will set the country on a path to increase its investment and, more importantly, create jobs.
Even though the survey being focused on oil and gas, but the Bureau Geophysical Prospecting Company be informed the Vice President
but the illegal fishing wey dem fenot say dey happen na Salone water, and according to them, this na one way pass mark, and most of the fishing boats and ship dem can comot na Cape Verde and other part dem na Africa for come fishing na Salone water, and e dey do bad thing dem wey dey ambog the dolphin and whales dem wey dey na the Salone water, and sef this na one of the thing dem wey ambog dem work because plenty fishing nets and fishing materials dem dey na Salone water, wey make the vice president say dem gladi for know this and go take action for solve am.
And we are also very pleased that you shared additional information for which the survey was not intended, the problem of illegal fishing. And I take good note of that. And I take good note of also the recommendations you have made. I will transmit that recommendations to His Excellency the President and the other authorities to look into it. Above all, I want to use this opportunity to thank you. I want to reassure you that we'll make the maximum use of this because we now know that our petroleum asset is underexplored. And this is a beginning to send a very strong message that Sierra Leone is open for business in the energy sector.
The vice president end up for assure the people of Salone say dem go work with the Petroleum Directorate for make use of data we go come up from this survey for see Salone people benefit from any oil and gas wey dem go discover na the Salone water. For Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
May I have your attention, please? Are you planning your next trip? Think Air Sierra Leone. If you're looking to travel to London or Lagos stress-free, visit us now, number 2123 Siaka Stevens Street, Freetown. Air Sierra Leone now flies directly between Sierra Leone to the United Kingdom, as well as from Freetown to Lagos. 30,000 feet above the clouds, Air SL flies so high, departing from Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. sharp from the Freetown International Airport. With ticket prices that will go fit you pockets. Book today. Now flysierraleone.com. For get quick chats with one of our attendants, call +232 90-838-071. Connecting Sierra Leone to the world. Fly with ease. Air Sierra Leone, our flag, our future.
The program Good Morning Salone continue. We still get we studio guests them in case you just they join. We today we look at President Bill in speech now the opening of Parliament, and we get Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, member of Parliament. They represents SLPP now Kono districts, and also Honorable Alpha Jalong, member of Parliament APC from Falaba district. Honorable, we don't look at the agriculture. Now we look at one aspect where the president been used for campaign in the 2018 election, and still they use them. And now one way it thinks the government don't invest a lot. We now the human capital development. We one of the components them the book learning sector. The president make a lot of statements them within they don't achieve in that sector. They from the secondary education to tertiary education, the building of classrooms, 1,500 classrooms since then take over, also train over 20,000 teachers then. And when it comes to the higher education, they talk about the upgrading of the Melsimagai, the Bunumbu Teachers College at the Kono University. These are the president's synopsis of the president's speech on education sector. As APC MP, what's you take on what's the president say they don't achieve in the book learning sector?
Thank you, Musa. You know, honestly, I'll say this again. Last year, the president been say, we for no say, politics, they take you to governance, but politics not they govern. So basically, empty rhetoric or just for talk, no, they bring development, not to inner development. So the president say all of these things. Like I said earlier, these are beautiful statements and all. But like if you begin for fact check some of these things, you see the inconsistencies pan the statement then, and the thing per se not to really waiting they say they reflect now they're gone. For example, I believe say I agree for say education to privilege, and but I also think say we for invest more on quality education. We will not for just look for quantity. Yes, everybody for be included. So education need for be all inclusive, but we need for pay attention more to the quality part of the education. Take for example, the president talk about the number of classes per WAS or the public exams. You dey look at WAS, the WAS exam now, yeah, and you dey see a student we don't pass WAS with straight A's. They go for simple entrance exam na university. And remember now, this not the, in fact, not the very reason we make the universities introduce entrance exams, because before now, the time we go university, entrance exams not been there. But because of the way how people in they get all kind A's, all kind beautiful results, as if now in the sit down and make the result for themselves, but then we then go na the universities them, you find out say they are empty, or they know they know the results, no they reflect within the sabi. And so the university then decided for put up entrance exams. You just see somebody with straight A's, but then simple entrance exams, they fail. So waiting now they tell you, they speak to the quality of the education. So you look at again, me I like receipts. I call them receipts. Now Parliament honorable no, we are the debater, the give president or anybody receipts, because I want for hold you accountable by waiting you to say. Yeah, you look at again the president. They talk about how they're committed to education. Remember this now the flagship program, now the first term, and it's still they continue under the human capital development heading for the big five game changers. Yet in this supplementary budget where they bring come, then cut the budget again for education. The budget for MBSSE, where the Ministry of Basic and Senior School Education, they cut that budget by about 50%, from 1.1 billion millions to about 681 million millions. So like waiting this they tell you, it show contradictions, it show inconsistencies by the president in speech and waiting they happen. Because like you are, okay, earlier you being kind of the way I mentioned these cuts on the agriculture or the feed salon program, you ask me if I not think that because of the donor support and all, because of that 800 million pledge where the president been received back then. But this will not get 800 million up on education. But yet again, we see massive cuts in the budget.
Make mention of the low quality of education or was candidate or public exam. You think Senate government solely responsible for that?
Not a government solely responsible for that, but the point is government na WAEC the contract. Government, I'll tell you, say government na the daddy then na the country, so they're responsible for now they carry the greatest responsibility. Not to them no more responsible, but now they carry the greatest responsibilities. So government supposed for ensure say then do all it takes for make sure say the quality maintained. For example, if now WAEC, if you suggest say or anybody suggest say now WAEC the problem there, now government give WAEC contract. And government able to deal with that matter there. But again, if you call WAEC, like for example, you get lots of issues na the provinces and even Africa and Yahweh schools, they know the seat and all of these things. But then you call WAEC, then get in, they tell you, then they get lead disbursements of funds and all of these things. Sometimes you understand the challenges with these institutions they face. But to be honest with you, there is nothing way for me to compromise quality.
No. Also, part of the president's speech under education, area of basic education, we see outside the president say throughout the years, government don't they provide subsidies and also don't they pay tuition fees for picking them where they take the NPSC, Beke, and WAS exam, and also don't they ensure say they enroll teachers them, recruit teachers them, and also put them in their schools them. What's in the opposition make up of that?
You know, it may interest you for no say. This year, as we talk, not a third term, then all also this year, this academic year, government no pay subvention to schools. Yeah, the subvention we then pay this year, one subvention we then pay now for last year, third term of last year. So this entire first, second, and third term all, it may surprise you for no see government no pay subvention. And again, you look at waiting. Government they pay the subventions where government they pay you for picking and they pay 70,000. per pikin. So like you ask yourself, almost even the parents they use for buy uniforms, for buy school bags and books, and like they over millions. So you understand, say like government really for don't like re-strategize and refocus the program on education.
Before we come to Honorable Samba Simeon Johnny, Member of Parliament for SLPP. As an opposition in President Bio in 7 years, you earmarked any good thing we do in the education sector?
Honestly, very difficult for say. So you would think around a lot of things and say yes, maybe one of the good things is that we give this to President Bio and government. It don't try for bringing lots number like the target number, yeah, which is a good thing. We know they're against the number for target more picking and bring in for inclusiveness, yeah. But the point where we stress now that education quality is very important. If you not get quality education, you cannot compete out there. You're able for like empty degrees. You do. I mean, Dominion certificates and degrees.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. Honorable Alpha Jallo, Member of Parliament from Falaba District, they represent the APC. Today we look at President Bio's speech. Are you hear me?
Okay, we come over to Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny from the SLPP na Parliament. You don't listen from Honorable Tamba Jallo. One area where sorry, one area where he mentioned it question the quality of the education. Even though the president make inside his speech outline some of the achievements where he don't make at the education sector, especially at the basic education area. But according to the Honorable Jallo from the APC, they question the quality of the education. You represent the ruling bench in the Parliament. What do you make up of the area of in terms of the achievement of where the president highlight on the education sector?
Thank you very much. Let's use this as a scenario where you give you as the husband, you give your woman 300 leon for go bye. They say, you ask them, who soup you want cook? They say, I want cook palaba soup. How much they cook soup? They say 300 leon. Again, the 300 leon. A left to that woman they in combination now for let that soup be palatable to anybody we get for taste time. You don't understand? First of all, we all be no say education as Sierra Leone, they mean say na privilege. We then talk about then say we then talk about Bailo Barry, you talk about David Sinikul. These are adages we don't exist in this country. We all know about them. But let's come now to the success stories of the president when it comes to book learning business. My brother, it was interesting for no say before President Bio, they assume the presidency of this country. We start first for them basic, like me, I not see 10 MPS. Because my man not been get money. You don't understand. I get one me computer and call Capri. He come on school for 2 leon because family not be able for pay. He was very intelligent. Me if God not be help late Mr. Gombubori of blessed memory Kono Model Academy for let give me scholarship for let go from one. Let me say I know they look low on that in the court banga, but let me say get climb on my shoulder at the court banga. I know for don't even sabi talk the Creole self they talk so. But today, no class, now therefore don't tap. You don't understand? But it take the grace of God through late Mr. Gombubori of blessed memory, principal Kono Model Academy, for lay give me scholarship for go from one. So how many of them people and they we been done of me type? Remember now do to us so we not be able to afford them their opportunity. We end up for become what they not been the intent. These are intelligent people. So when this president come, you know, say no country no go develop without in human capacity more them because development they start first with the mind. You count this free quality education. Pay fees. You don't understand exam fees and other fees. You look at also now this country MPSC centers, especially for the provinces. Sometimes the whole district at 3 side. Like me, Kono, now been 5 places. Then they sit Kaima, they sit Jama, they sit na Gandong, they sit Jaguma Fiama. You don't understand. one teacher been there. If they can't escort school picking them, the school picking the load na truck, then timber truck. That teacher get accident as they talk so today in foot court. You don't understand now, court foot get job because they can't left picking them. For can't see 10 PSC. There was a time when some other picking they left, about 3 of them picking and they left now water for can't see 10 PSC. So when the president look at all this, he say no. Now what should they do? Every chiefdom in this country get forget an MPSC center. You don't understand? Look, my colleague Honorable Sidon. Imagine for come up from Kuro Saradu. That Yarawadu. Yawaradu is 3 miles to Furkonya, na the Republic of Guinea. For let somebody come on Yarawadu, for Kana Mongo, na 2 days waka. Then begin them in the waka. Mama make for Akanya. Total for Kam. You know, so they left 1 week before the exam. Some of them begin and do them council in the lodge and they give them belly. Some begin to get belly. Now, as a result of them, when they come for seat MPSC, President Bio make sure say he make MPSC center now all end chiefdom. You know, Tapad and the President Bio then at the record. He dey on records. I'm yet for see President. Let God do all long life well body. We want a Christian there. If the rapture not take place, you don't understand. My brother, now President Bio na the first president. Imagine from where education, tertiary education start now for Abbey College. I don't know 18 Amos. To the time where President Bio they assume leadership. Now 3 universities no more being in this country. Now me make it find out say I pam udaga for go na Tabernacle, other than this St. Edwards, other than this. You don't understand because first not. But under President Bio internal today we able to get Kono University of Science and Technology. It transformed Kenema to a university. Milton Magai is now a university. You don't understand? Just this in your short term. We're able to get 3 universities. You don't understand? Then they tell you how prepared, how determined. You know, they say determination is predominant. It's a failure can never dismantle the flag of success.
When Honorable Alfadi talk, he agree that president or government don't invest in the education sector, but education the quality. You agree say quality there or not?
No. Now make what start. Me example I give you. I tell you, see, this FIBA you give chop money to human. He say I want to cook palava soup. Then he get the 300 million. So it depends on the woman in combination. The president don't make the thing available for you. You know they pay fees. You don't provide textbook. You don't provide all that thing there. So he left with you the picking determination. But if you're not parent, now you they give more coffee for let them you know see picking bang he fail. They give it now you they give the picking the more coffee. For let go give the teacher for let pass. You don't understand? Can you imagine? So tell me now. Now President Bio said for go see all yes. You don't understand? Say can now let's study. You don't understand? But one for correct me brother back. Let's cite the university except for specific courses. One no when they sit entrance exam like mass com. You don't understand? But not sabi or specific courses. But not sabi no university. We don't put entrance exam as requirement before you go there.
Now,
you don't understand? No, let we set. You see, we are honorable members, so for the talk honorably, because how they talk so now, thank God on a now na sabit na Facebook na dunia ID. You don't understand?
Now, yes.
Social media. You mentioned that earlier. So go and do your assignment.
They tell me
universities then they do entrance exams now. I say that authoritatively.
Name besides specific courses. When we know like mass com or nadu, I know say they get English, they say English entrance exam. But let's tell me again, say FBC, then get entrance exam. Last University of Sierra Leone, Kono University get entrance exam. Milton Magai get entrance exam. Let's show me the proof. You don't understand? So what I'm saying, a lot have been achieved. If other countries, there was a time when we see people come out Zambia, as far as Southern Africa, then they come for car on the study. How we don't transform the educational sector. We don't see now World Educational Forum where they organize in Dubai. By then, Senge was the Minister of Education. Senge went there and he was awarded as the best education minister. This not to me village na Paiduso na Kono den Gogiamo. This now make and nobody was there to tell them. Because of this we contribution, today our government officials are sitting in international forum, UNESCO and other places for discourse education. For tell you say we don't improve on them. You don't understand? And the quality of the thing, now a concerted effort. You the parent, you know, because the government don't make the resources available.
Okay, now, Honorable. I earlier asked Honorable Alpha, they point at loopholes in the education system. I asked in President Bill in 7 years plus if there is any achievement in the education sector. You they point at the successes of the President Bill administration in the education sector. In 7 years, what are some of the challenges we think to do with education?
You get some dishonest individuals where they don't swear, where they don't take what say this country as a day or as them be meeting, now so it for remain. Because if you collect picking or pass, you don't understand. Then the picking away don't sit to ask. You know that this picking don't sit to ask 210, 310. Then they can't put them back. Now the list for the government pay after the picking don't give 3,000 for the receipt. Then you take that, you go back, you admit out there normal picking them. These are some of the challenges where we get dishonest individuals within the system. Where Ben Kaifala the last time, where we start, then say, well, now this, now that, then go away name so now say no. Why? Because you know what I mean? As a parent, the several hours is spent with me picking the spend out the teacher. You don't understand? Okay. And if me waiting that me picking away then I was. If I even tell her something, he said no, he said me auntie not tell me so. Okay. Papa so, like any he say me auntie not tell me so. That me picking hold on to that auntie talk.
Honorable, if you achieve the rate the achievement of President Bio in the education sector, are you going to rate the achievement?
Well, 92%. That na
What's he make in reach 100?
Eh?
What's he?
No, well, in any grading system, when you get 92, whether you get 100 now, except in a WF Kumi, we get 100 and 110 from university. But as long as in a grading system, A goes from 90 upwards, you get 92. Now you get
okay.
A plus back.
Okay, we can look at text messages, and if we get time, we look at issues. Quick one, Adeyemi Jackson.
Okay, we come over to other studio guests.
Look at text messages quick, and this one say, please ask the two members of parliament what is their take on the PR system spoken by the president at the state opening in the Well of Parliament.
This one from Samuel say, according to the president in speech, he said there is massive production of rice in the country. My question is, where is the rice when the ordinary Sierra Leoneans find it difficult to survive for the day?
We continue for look at more messages them we una don't send inside the program. This one from Abdul Karim Kagbo. They say the same government been done dishonorable that place. Now we all see we then take police go inside and arrest MPs. And them render the place like a cook business. Now we see now all government programs where they go with now the well the pass even where the opposition vex then go ahead. The place go only get what way those we supposed for protect the place in respect. So make them all come santly on this Dimami Koko Loros.
This one from Joseph on our Facebook page say, but why would you reduce funds from your flagship programs and allocate to offices that are not involved in production but supervision and traveling?
We continue for look at more messages. He say, please tell the honorable from Kono that the retail price of a bag of rice or pusawa is 670,000, not 620, as he said. This na IBJ from PWD na Eastern Partner Freetown.
This one again from Joseph Josiah on Facebook page say, I don't understand when this government is boasting of reduction of rice prices. So what was the price of rice when SLPP took over governance? I guess it was 250,000 olions.
This one from Riyadh K say feed salon is a very good initiative. Presently, farmers are open to loans. This government has opened individual farmers to have a bank account of their own, first in history.
This one say from Francis Boyman on Facebook page say actually in the 2024-2025 academic year, WFP bought 40% of its food for the school feeding programs from smallholder farmers. We will increase this to 60% in the coming years.
Continue for a look at more messages, and We come this one from Kuruma Ishmael Dauda. I said this woman has been a big pillar to SLPP party and also eye opener of the women in this country to the extent Africa. I hope they talk about the thing we'll discuss about the issues now parliament and the first lady in reaction.
This one from Martin and New England will say the dropping down of the price of rice per bag is a solid and excellent move made by the government and the price importers. The government of President Bill has shown that it is listening well. As we continue to ask the government questions and call on them out whenever they make a wrong move, we will continue to applaud them whenever they make a right move.
This one from SL232 blog, they say, yes, it is true. Governments have invested in the education sector, but my biggest problem is the quality, which is lacking.
This one from here now. Facebook page say Feed Salon is a very good initiative. Presently, farmers are open to loans. This government has opened individual farmers to have a bank account of their own, first in history.
This one say, good morning. The education system is way better than the past administration. This one from Concerned Citizens. Well, from this one, we come to we studio guest them for respond to them. I come to you, Alpha, a member of parliament, represent the All People's Congress APC party. You don't get the concern them. Make we start for look at them and we start from the PR system where they ask, say, what's in our position on the PR system we government talk about and respond to other messages.
Yeah, thank you so much, Musa. And one for tell thank you to all the one that will contribute by sending their comments and their concerns. So to start with the PR lawmaker and categorically clear the APC they against the PR system because we think with the PR system you did disadvantage the people in the communities and give the power to the parties. We already don't see na certain areas then for example na Falaba district na Falaba we get two members of parliament currently as we talk from one constituency, we Namiyon constituency. So the constituency we say a day, considering the previous constituencies, them we will get first past the post. Now constituency 039. So now that constituency day, we get me when a sitting honorable member of parliament, and then we get another honorable for SLPP. Now that same constituency day. Yet we get other constituency we the vacant, we not get any representative. They may argue say this time not to constituencies will represent now the entire district block system. But for goodness sake, if anybody sabi Falaba district, he know the challenges we did it and the access and the accessibility challenges. So me as a honorable member of parliament, we did closer to Kabbalah. If you say that the entire Falaba district that they represent, like government, they give me special funds for make sure I reach Kubola, we're at the farthest end of the district. No, so definitely when they get people in that Kubola, the way their concerns they no go be hard na the well of parliament or the government no go understand and constraints them. So we get other comments and where they talk about the rice, where they say there is increased production in rice. And then somebody, one text that they really put this nicely for say, why the rest? Because we don't read this boku, but we know they see the rest. Yeah. So like government tell we do, I will defend this rest, I will they go buy and we know the rest we then produce in Sierra Leone. Yeah. And also, somebody mentioned the price of the rest. I mean, Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, they talk say massive reduction don't take place, like from 900 and something thousand to 600 and whatever. So the point where they ask yourself is that one text I also put that clearly. It say almost now been the price of rice where this Bureau administration they come into governance. So you ask yourself, how did we get there in the first place? How we get to almost 1 million for a bag of rice where rice now been just about 200,000 where then take power in just 7 years. Yes, so these are concerns. I mean, we really, we need for take into perspective.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alpha Jallo, representative of the All People's Congress APC party from Falaba District. And we come to Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, Member of Parliament SLPP from Kono District. You don't get the messages the way they don't send. And now we 077 also on our Facebook page. But let we start with the aspect of the PR we then ask. What in you don't take as SLPP MP on the PR statement with President make na Parliament.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. The most decent approach to political system, it will be the PR system for we. You don't understand? It will interesting for no say we don't stay around small by the grace of God, or we don't read through politics. Now the only political error this where you know you no fate, no loss of life due to by-elections. 1968, when power changed, and 1969, then count by-elections. Over 150 Sierra Leoneans lost their life during that cause. The most recent of all, we see in just after 2018 election, there was a by-election na Tonko Limba. You don't understand? Because we've been the practice this first past the post. Somebody when I only picking from where come on at this wall, the only picking we get like we can say like farm road, we not get bypass. That woman they today don't left childless because the woman be not rich menopause before they die in picking they die. Then kill them for by election. Na Tonko. Not to the money government they spend. You don't understand. We don't cancel parliament. We don't get transitions. We don't get serving MPs and we don't die. But you know, any boss, the transition is smooth as how we all they sip this Sarah Watana. You know, Yeri said and says stone. Imagine the last year I go na neck. For let neck able for tell me the last by-election, the budget for MTMT councillor. If they tell you that money they able for do a lot, they able for build schools, government able for give for let them build culvert them. No wonder we see government they say I give so money to local council them. Then by election money they all for them they make. Now all government know in him so now we been to go try it to neck. Then now been to go under so. So under this PR system, the Queen Akono for more than from PMDC. One day PMDC no win Tamantisco position self. But when you go to Kono District Council, you go to Kwedu New Assembly City Council, you see the political mixture. You get PMDC, you get APC, you get SLPP. All of them are there working for the interests of the people. You don't understand? Are they being for PR system? You know the B. You know the B. But let me also get one thing at the back of your mind. Now the fact that what they talk about say representation and at the party they get advantage. What you make if you get 77 K2 or K1? What party they withdraw symbol from you? Where you the can at parliament? That party they can where you can have the role as MPs a day. But where they can force now under party banner.
Okay.
You don't understand? So that can they this one that text her, he say Amos and the price of rice. If this have been television, or if he can mandate me at this give you a buy resident this year na FT SAD. I go also na CTC them place na Taylor Street. You don't understand? Pam Fen is 600. Pushawa is 120. You don't understand? When you go, wait now this man with in charge of sport, that lawyer, Emmanuel Savablai, then they don't count rest. Installed in na Charlotte Street. It's 125, 625. Now the other person they talk about rest. Look me brother now. Let go count in picture 5 years back. If you not say in day, you don't understand? If you not say in day, when APC they take power from SLPP, the bag of rice was 70,000. How much the left? I say 250. If you multiply statistically, you don't understand. I don't tell you the increase. Okay.
Thank you very much, Honorable. We hope for the get to now inside the program for the get updates and look at issues and where they happen now the country. Please thank you, Honorable Tamba Simeon Johnny, Member of Parliament from Kono district. They represent the SLPP. They respond to messages them. Earlier, we don't get Honorable Alpha Jallo from the All People's Congress APC party from Falaba district. Instead, we don't get your take on this issue. Now, this edition of the program, Good Morning Salongo Lefuna for today. Plenty thank you to we studio guest.
We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from a seat. It's now a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salon to the world with this.